In this video, we are going to see management of Cataracta nigra, black cataract. This is the cataract. The patient is 85 years old. Let us see this surgery. This is an edited video. The surgery took 22 minutes. It has been edited to 12 minutes. The main incision is made with a 2.8 mm steel keratom. A side port is made on the left side of the main incision, about 2.5 clock hours away. And now, an air bubble is injected into the anterior chamber. Beneath this air bubble, trypan blue dye is applied over the anterior capsule. The capsule is nicely stained. We don't have any red glow in such cataracts. The dye is washed out. And now 2% hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose is injected into the anterior chamber. And now a large rhexis is to be done. I am using this utrata forceps, raising a capsular tag, going anti-clockwise all around, and doing a large rhexis. Size of this rhexis is about 6 millimeter. The anterior chamber became shallow, so I came out, inject some visco, go again with the utrata forceps and complete the rhexis. In such hard cataracts, we must do a large rhexis. Nucleus management becomes a bit easier if we do a large rhexis. Hydrodissection is done. Small amount of BSAs is injected at multiple points, and the nucleus is rotated bimanually. If we rotate the nucleus bimanually, stress on the zonule is less. And now I go in with the handpiece, bevel down. Some superficial cortical lens matter is removed. And now the handpiece is turned with the help of the left hand. The exposed part of the tip is little more than routine cases. And this is my technique, the submarine chop. The phaco needle goes through the substance of the nucleus towards the opposite equator. It crosses the center, reaches near the opposite equator, and then the chopper is used to get a nice crack. Rotate the nucleus on 180 degree. Go to a deeper plane. Hold on heminucleus and divide the nucleus completely into two heminuclei. This nucleus I tried to make 3 pieces. This is first attempt to chop, then this one, another attempt to chop this part. I just got cracks, but these 3 pieces are joined to each other at the central part. I came to the other heminucleus. I divided this heminucleus into 2 large fragments. Didn't try to divide it into 3 pieces. And now I come out, inject visco. In such hard cataracts, it's a good idea to do soft shell technique. But we can manage with HPMC. We can inject HPMC frequently, and we can protect the corneal endothelium very well. And now the exposed part is reduced. We don't need a larger exposed part, and this large fragment is attempted to emulsify. Always we must be very gentle. We must do emulsification within the central 3 to 4 millimeter safe zone. This fragment is, I have to bring it out of the bag. Yes, now it is coming. Ultrasonic energy being used is 90%, flow rate is 45 ml per minute, vacuum is 450 millimeter of mercury. The machine is Pharos from Otley, Switzerland. We are almost through the second fragment. Yes, we have managed on heminucleus. And now I come out again and inject visco. Now I rotate these heminucleus and I try to separate the pieces. And then I go again. I could not separate the pieces well, so I am using ultrasonic energy and separating the pieces. Yes, this piece is emulsified. There is no cortical matter, no epinucleus that can protect the posterior capsule in such cases. The epinucleus and most of the cortex is incorporated in the nucleus. So in such cases, it's a good idea to use the IOL scaffold technique for emulsification of the last portion of the nucleus. This is the last portion of the nucleus. I am implanting the intraocular lens first in the capsular bag. The leading haptic goes in the capsular bag, and in this case I used a eye hook to place the trailing haptic in the capsular bag. And now the lens protects the posterior capsule. And now the Phaco needle is used again to emulsify this portion. At this time, we must not touch the intraocular lens when the ultrasound is on. And we must emulsify the piece being at the center of the anterior chamber, where the anterior chamber depth is most. Yes, the nucleus has been nicely managed. And now the cortex is removed with the help of the Simcoe cannula. There is some cortex superiorly. I am making an incision at 7 o'clock for easy access to this cortex. So we have two side ports now. One side port at around 1:30 o'clock, another on at 7 o'clock. The main wound is at 11 o'clock. Yes, all the cortex has been nicely removed, and we are having fairly good red glow at this time. The side port is closed by hydrating corneal stroma. A final lavage of the anterior chamber is done to remove all the visco that sticks to the cornea and antechamber angle. The antechamber is nicely formed. Integrity of all the wounds are checked. A bit of moxie is injected into the anterior chamber, and then the case is concluded. Thank you very much for your attention. Hope this video will help you in developing your surgical skills. Be a great surgeon and serve your patients with love, respect, empathy, and great surgical competence.